Good morning, coaches. Coach Nabi, your views on Gqeberha and the game that took place in the cup, and just how boosting it is to the team, especially at this late stage of the season.
Votre impression sur le match
Yes.
Paul Elizabeth, comment ça le booste spécialement en cette fin de saison.
Je pense que c'était un vrai match de coupe, très intense, beaucoup d'émotions, beaucoup de changements de situation. Nous avons pris des plaisirs, sincèrement, et tous ceux qui étaient présents, d'ailleurs, je les remercie, les supporters de Kaizer Chiefs pour Elisabeth, ils sont venus en nombre et ils nous ont vraiment poussés. C'était un vrai match de coupe, très intense, avec un jeu très très engagé de la part de des équipes. Et finalement, c'est nous qui est passé. Et ça, c'est grâce aux efforts des joueurs. Ils ont tout donné, ils méritent vraiment cette qualification. Et pourquoi? Parce que les joueurs aussi, ils ont commencé à croire en leur vrai potentiel. Gagner Stellenbosch en coupe, un quart de finale, et les gagner la troisième fois, c'est vraiment le mérite des joueurs et je les félicite pour cela.
It was a very tough game, a true cup game with a lot of intensity on both sides, a lot of tension, a lot of passion, a lot of emotions, a lot of changes in momentum during the game, a lot of drama too at the end. But we feel that we deserve the qualification because we did everything to get the qualification, and the big merits comes back to the players that believed even after conceding last minute goal that they could still be qualified, they could still make it, and it's not easy to beat a good team of like Stellenbosch, especially this season, the third time, and as we said as well, big thanks as well to the fans that pushed us all the way from the first minute to the end, and we can't thank them enough, all the Kaizer Chief fans that were in Port Elizabeth.
There's been a huge emphasis on the fans. Both the two players we spoke about the impact of the fans. Do you get that here in Johannesburg, FNB Stadium, or is it maybe when you go to other places like Gqeberha, like Polokwane? Do you wish it was a little bit more different at FNB Stadium now that you're going to face Cape Town City there?
Or FNB Stadium is too big.
Dès qu'il a parlé aux joueurs, c'est faut dire que même à FNB ils sont là, mais des fois parce que les résultats ne sont pas là.
For that is assistant discussion before. No, we are in same position, response for your question. You know, we agree. Nous sommes d'accord. We agree. Kaizer Chiefs is a big team, the first big team in South Africa. Honestly, this is I observed this now. Yes, the number and all. Je pense que le supporter aussi, ils étaient là ici à FNB. Sauf que ils ont besoin encore de... Ils ont raison parfois, ils ont besoin que le résultat de l'équipe soit plus constant, un petit peu, et qu'il ait des garanties pour venir vraiment s'amuser et continuer à supporter l'équipe. Et d'ailleurs, je profite de votre question pour leur lancer un appel pour venir vraiment en nombre ici au FNB pour nous soutenir pour le prochain match qui ne va pas être facile du tout. On a besoin vraiment de leur support.
It's true that sometimes the number is not very big, but as well, you know.
C'était en semaine, pardon.
But you know, there is as well, you know, some explanation because most of games it's during the week, but as well as a team, we have to do more as well to bring them. Our results needs to be more consistent for them to have the willingness to come in number to support us. But as well, I'll take this opportunity as well to call them to come in number on Wednesday against Cape Town City, because this is the last line for the league, and we need every support every supporter we can get to get through this last line and being finish where Kaizer Chief belongs to finish, which means on top.
Coach, you've been emphasizing that to finish or to qualify possibly for CAF, you don't necessarily just have to win the cup, but you can also do it for the league. How important is to continue this momentum of winning, especially heading into this game on Wednesday? Everyone is behind you now, the mood is good around the team.
Yes, vous savez, nous avons vraiment perdu beaucoup de points qui étaient à notre portée malheureusement. Maintenant, nous avons une opportunité encore mathématiquement de bien finir en haut tableau. Nous devons exploiter cette opportunité. On ne peut pas continuer à faire, ne pas profiter des opportunités et continuer la même chose. Et tout notre travail va être axé sur ces paramètres-là. C'est le sens de responsabilité. Chaque match est une finale. Prenons match par match et on verra jusqu'au bout si ça va nous permettre d'être africains. Tant mieux. Si ce n'est pas le cas, bon, ça sera un regret. Mais étant responsables, restons responsables pour cela et défendons vraiment nos chances jusqu'au bout, match par match. Vraiment avec un esprit de finale. Et après, on verra le classement final.
Unfortunately, we feel that we have lost so many points in the league games, and points that we feel that were, within our reach. But we have to keep the momentum, the positive momentum that we are in right now alive, and we have to take advantage of our schedule, our league games, and as well the possibility of finish a little bit higher up. That means every game that we play needs to be played like a final, because there is two possibilities to qualify. You can qualify through the cup, you can qualify through the league, and we need to play on both on both sides, and with the same willingness, the same passion, and see what comes out of at the end of the season.
I think the previous two matches have shown that area. What can you say about given Simango ever since he's came in to stand in for the injured?
Je pense que Given a fait son rôle vraiment avec beaucoup de volonté, d'abnégation, de concentration et de rigueur. Vraiment, il était bien. Il était bien généralement dans ces deux matchs et espérons qu'il continue ainsi. C'est ce qu'on veut. On veut que tous les joueurs ils sont prêts lorsqu'on a besoin d'eux. Ils sont prêts à 100%. Que ce soit Given, que ce soit n'importe quel joueur du noyau, quand il a l'occasion de jouer, il doit profiter à 100%. Et c'est comme ça que le niveau de l'équipe remonte. Et c'est comme ça, lorsque tu as des blessés, l'impact n'est pas très grave sur la prestation de l'équipe.
I would say that Given has took his chances fairly well. He has shown his qualities in the last two games, and that's what we want from every player. That the moment that he's been called to play, to perform, that he shows his quality, which is gonna increase the competitivity between the players, and which gonna increase the performance of the team. It's not only given, but we feel that every player needs to have that same character of stepping up when it needs to be, and then that's where, when you have injuries, it doesn't affect negatively the team.
How are you doing, coach, on the injury front? We spoke about Rushwin now. He's not yet back. Given had to deputize. Ox, how far is he? Morris, who am I forgetting? Duba, yes,
Yes,
Wandile
yes.
Duba.
Honnêtement, ça nous a handicapés, hein, dans certains, mais toujours j'ai dit que heureusement qu'il y a des joueurs qui sont là pour bien les remplacer. Mais on aurait bien voulu que tout le monde soit là, même ça va augmenter la qualité de la compétitivité. Sinon, tu peux dire, hein, le reste de blessés.
It's true that at some point it was an handicap for us, especially players that were in a good momentum when they got injured, like Duba or Ox or
Maurice.
even Maurice or Ashley. But Ox, he's been training the last week with the team. He's available for selection, not 100% fit. Castillo, he's been training with the team as well for the past 3 weeks. Available for selection, not fit at 100%.
We need a friendly game to give him.
But as well about Castillo, it was a long-time injury. It's someone that probably needs, friendly games just to get himself fit. Maurice out for this game and the next two. Happy Mashiane out as well for this game and the next two. Duba, he's starting at a short intensity, at a low intensity with the group. He's gonna be out for this game and probably the next two. And Lilipo has been having some discomfort as well. He will be assessed for the next 2 days leading to Cape Town City game.
How big has been the return of Edmilson? Has he given you what you desperately needed at left back? It looked to be a troubling position for some time. You alternated Mashiane, Cross. At some point, you had TT there. Has Edmilson given you stability?
Honnêtement, moi je le savais parce que c'est vraiment mentalement, c'est un leader, c'est un gagneur, c'est un bonhomme, quoi. Et je sais que c'est pas vraiment son poste, mais en tout cas défensivement, il a apporté vraiment beaucoup de stabilité à la ligne défensive. Malgré que ce n'est pas son poste, malgré qu'il est resté. Il n'a pas fait des matchs amicaux parce que ce n'était pas possible. Et directement, il est rentré des matchs de... dernier match aussi. Vraiment parce que c'est quelqu'un de sérieux, c'est quelqu'un de responsable, c'est vraiment un leader. On ne peut pas tout lui demander parce qu'un axial, tu ne peux pas lui demander de faire un travail d'un arrière latéral, offensif et tout ça qui monte. Mais en tout cas, nous sommes satisfaits de ce qu'il donne actuellement.
It's true that Dofe has been, very good. Especially, he's been injured for a long time, like 8 months. Coming back, no friendly games, and he got into a game like Mamelodi Sundowns with the performance that we all saw. And after that, 2 games with a very consistent performance. He's giving us like a lot of stability in the defensive line. He's helped us a lot, especially defensively, because Dove he's a fighter. He's a player with a very big mindset, with a very great fighting spirit, and he's a leader too. He pushes the players around him to be better. But at the end, he gave us like a lot of good things, and we feel that he's been outstanding. Although you can't ask him like everything, like an offensive left back to go all the way up, to go cross, to go make shooting. But in his abilities, he has given us a lot of things, a lot of support.
Ashley, important fixture coming up. Team from Cape Town. This is where you come from. What are your emotions and feelings like heading to this game?
My emotions is always the same. It's just on the day that it changes for me. But it's this game is like I face every other game. I'm preparing for it. So playing against Cape Town City is always nice. Playing against Cape Town teams. So for me, is to go in that game and help the team.
And we come from a very important win this past weekend. Looking at the performance of the team, it seems like the guys are gelling. Do you care to share what the attitude is like in the changing room, and obviously just preparations before the game?
No, the emotions are very good. It's always nice when you win games. Then things are better in the change room. In preparations are always going well when you win games. So we need to be consistent and to keep that momentum going. Winning games, having the unity in the change room and all that, the laughter, the jokes, and motivate each other. So I think we need to keep that, and the things will get easy along the way.
Ash, this is year number what for your Chiefs? No? Season 3 now, no?
Yeah.
Yes, and I just read recently that you've renewed for the next 2 years. How important is for you to continue with this project, and do you finally see that even despite the challenges of injuries, you are settling into an established striker here at Amakos?
Yeah, definitely. As a player, if the club trusts you, and you need to give back to them. So for me, it's to be consistent and help the club. Because like I said, they trust you. They renewed my contract. So for me as a player, is to give back to them. Helping them win games, because they believe in me. So I need to believe in myself and be consistent, winning games for the club.
In this next 2 years, what do you want to see yourself achieving here?
To be a top goal scorer for the club, and competing in the league for top goal scorer. And I think for us as a club, goals, win games. So if they believe in you and wanting you to stay for another 2 years, you need to believe that you can achieve those goals. So keep on working very hard on achieving that goals.
I think for the benefit of your KCT guys, let's talk about the moment with Liverpool. Last week, we saw coming close to your ear, and moments later there was a goal. And how important it is for you as the attackers to also play to his strengths?
That was the first time I think I came on playing with Lelepo. He's a very good player. We as a team, we know his strengths. He came to me and told me what he's gonna do, and I must be in the right position, and we did exactly that. So he's a very smart player. So we as a team need to play towards his strength, and he will definitely help us, winning games.
You also have Morris, and there's this belief. Chiefs has always had a striker like that. Colin Danya, Belenom Vete, there will be Mbesuma, David Khadele. Do you think you guys can play together, obviously with you playing off day?
Yeah, definitely. I think also the coach, he likes big strikers. you as a player who's fast, you can play off him. You know, he's been a good striker. He helps the team a lot. You know, I know he's finishing. He's very good, so he can hold up the ball, can link up with him and play. So he helps the team a lot. So it's really nice to play with a big striker, you know, who can do all those things. So Morris has been a good striker for us.
I know you have to perform here at the club first to also impress the Farah coach. You've been in that space. We're heading to the AFCON game. How important is a strong finish?
It's really important. You know, as a player, you want to represent the country. So you as a player just need to work hard and be consistent. You know, I think when you consistent, no one can resist looking at your qualities and all that. So being consistent, score goals and help the team win, that will be important for me as a player to get national call-ups.
You're facing Cape Town City. Just let's get your general views of where they are, where you guys are, and the matchup on Wednesday.
Yeah, more important than where we are is where we want to go, you know. And playing against Cape Town City, it's a step to go forward, to go on the up table, you know. And that's where we want to go. Of course, we are aware that we come from a difficult game in Cape Town. We know what we have to do different to get the 3 points and to go higher on the table, and that's our goal right now.
And then you've had different partners at the back. Personally, you've had given the last couple of games with Rushwin. We told that he had a knock. How are you navigating that personally? Just having to I don't know if you have to figure out how each individual plays and comes to fit into the team. What do you think of your ever-changing backline?
Yeah, it's very easy, to be honest with you. Even if it was Zita or Given or Dotley, both of them, they're hard workers and make it easier for me, you know. I don't need to adapt because they are not similar, but the plan when they go on the pitch, it's very similar. They want to win all the duels, and that's what I love in a defender. That's they put the maximum effort in all the actions. They don't give up, and that's what I'm searching in all the back line. It's to, even the things don't go well as we wish, we can't give up. We can't put our heads down, and I'm very happy with the Given's performance last 2 games. I hope that he continues like that. At the same time, I wish that Dotley come back soon and recover from the injury. But yeah, basically, I'm very happy for Given and for the performance that he's been doing.
And the return of Edmilson. How I mean, he's been solid at that left back position, which has been a sore point for the team the entire season. It's one of I'd say the weaker positions in the team. How massive has his return been to the team?
Yeah, you know, I don't agree with you, you know, when you say the left back has been the weakest position, you know, because it doesn't mean that because we lose a game that we have to blame someone or we have to blame a position. No, it's a global thing, you know, it's for everybody. And I cannot guilty a friend of mine or a partner in the pitch that we lose because of a left back. No, of course, Davi is doing great. He's helping us a lot with the experience that he have, with the maximum effort that he put in every action. It's very important for us, and it gives us also the motivation because he's the kind of player that I like to play because he's very aggressive. He's playing in the risk and trying to win all the duels. And for us, it's very important to feel that vibration and that vibe with Dove.
And also, because when you're facing down, it affects the whole picture.
All right. I try to look this game, René.
Now we are bringing our hand here.
All right. Sharp.
Thank you so much.
Sharp.
Yeah. Miguel, the win this past weekend, what does it do to this team getting into the semi-finals in that fashion, and the fighting spirit that also shown?
Yeah, it gives us motivation, nothing else than moment motivation, because now we have a different competition. We are playing for PSL, it's no longer Netbank. So we have to be focused now on getting these 3 points on the Wednesday. And then when it's time for the Netbank, we will think about it. But right now, I don't even think about the game that we had in the weekend. I'm thinking on Cape Town City already.
But the fighting spirit, what will you attribute it to?
What you mean? What I will attribute it?
Fighting spirit.
Yeah.
What's the cause?
I think previously the Chiefs team they got equalized closer to that time.
Yeah, but also this game we got we conceded a goal at 86 minutes. Ne? I think that the biggest difference in this game was, to be honest, and I have to say it, it's not to be nice, so it's the supporters, you know. From the first minute to the last minute, they were there, they were singing, they were supporting. And me, particularly in the moment of the goal, I was talking to myself and I was saying, in the first second, I said, I can't believe that we conceded a goal at almost 90 minutes. But at the same way, I was listening to the fans and I was thinking to myself, all right, no problem, we will do it. Don't worry, we still have time, maybe 10, 15 minutes, we will do it. And God did, you know, God did. We try our best, we keep working, keep pushing. And thanks to God, and thanks to us, to our hard work during all the game, we got the goal, and then the things were going easy.
If my memory serves me well, I think this season you are yet to win like 3 games in a row. Have a run that gives you that confidence that this possibly third spot can be attained. And you get that opportunity on Wednesday to at least win your first 3 games in a row. How important is this momentum?
Yeah, the important more than the third game in a row, it's the consistency, you know. That's what we are looking for during all the season. I think the key of big teams and regular teams is the consistency. I know we are during a process, you know, we are building something, and more important than to get the third victory in a row, it's being consistent, and that's what we are looking to.
The coach has also been emphasizing the patience on the project. You are more than 8 months now in this project. What can you say about being part of this project and how you see it growing?
So, first of all, you can see the evolution. From the September, I think it was the first game, till now the last game against Stellenbosch. There is progress, you know, and that's what makes me happy for that. We are doing something. We are at least something different from last season, and that's before I come here. That was the plan, you know. Okay, we will have mistakes, but at least let's do some new mistakes, and that's what I try to say to the guys before the games. That the mistake it's not a problem, but doing the same mistake it's a problem, you know. So for me, if I'm, for example, a winger and I continue to do the same mistakes every game, I'm not getting evolution, you know. So at least we are doing something different. Of course, we are far from where we want to be, but I see difference, I see progression, and that's the most important thing.